underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's Edwards, and right away he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker, and he'll fight forward, but that's all. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Herbert. He finds Corey Davis, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guy?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 40, 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
The numbers for him from a week ago, A boatload of carries, 107 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. His throw incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert now. Caught right side, Davis. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And check down complete to Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. The Bills at 8-4 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They'll run with Hall.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
2nd and 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Herbert on first down now. This one caught by Davis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Well, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
It's an out route, and it's complete to Carson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And some room to work.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 76 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now back to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. 30, 10, 5. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out in...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A check down, complete to Hall.
Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Herbert. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker dances by at the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bears now ready to take over again. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try to put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's caught on the right side at Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the option, here's Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Bears! Herb Smith Jr., an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 7 catches for him now. This last one, first down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on third down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Hall to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a give to Hall.
Down to the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers